welcome back to the beginner's guide to last period 終わりなき螺旋の物語. Here we go again for the second day of login bonuses and explaining the rules of this game. So last time we've covered some of the features and now let's continue with the rest of them. So let's let Fig give us some more gold when she evolves up. Right now she's at level 1. If you gather 30,000 more of gold, she's going to level up to level 2 and so on and so forth. And she's going to give us also some medals besides the gold. In the meantime, I set the password for my device, so now I got the mission for the password. So once more, to change the password you have to go to the menu, Cacalia, change the device, and then you have to set the password. The important thing is that your password has to have at least one numeric number and between 8 to 12 letters or signs, right? So you have to have a number inside of it somewhere. And if you go over the 12 signs limit, it makes you just repeat the same. It doesn't allow you to add more signs, so if you put the number at the end and your password is longer than 12 characters, you're going to not meet the requirements, so you have to put that number somewhere nearer the front. Okay. Alright, so I'm still at the point where whenever I rank up, my AP is being lost, so I want to just use as much of that as I can right now. Let's see how much the main story gives me experience. Oh, it's actually a different quest. Okay, so if I click here on the quest, there are a few. Right, so Lunatic wasn't there when the game was first released, but it is here now. That's why it's not shining as a new. So there are two play modes. There's solo and multiplayer. Multiplayer is where you play with other players. I think I'm going to do that when I level up a bit more to not disturb them too much. And here are the rewards for completing the whole area, right? So these are not for the quest itself, one of the quests, but for the whole area. So you can get a lot of lunar stones from completing the story. This is how much you've completed so far. So we have cleared one difficulty of one quest, and this here says how many waves are there. So there are three waves, right? So the first wave, then the stage changes, the second wave, the third wave, and this here is how much AP it consumes when you do that quest. Note that right now we have halved AP, so that would have been 6, I think, and that would have been like 8 or 7, something like that, and this would have been 13, I think, because they make it the bigger number if it's halved. Okay, and if you click on one of those, this gives you more details, more information about the quest. There's standard, expert, ultimate, and lunatic, right? So we can either change this here or choose the specific difficulty in these settings. Here it says what kind of enemies you can see in this quest. So this is the boss, and this is the mob. This is the mob, and this is the mob. Those are all units that actually give you things to level up your characters, so these are very useful. And additionally, you get some of these, right? The only difference is that you can also get this one from the lunatic, right? Anyway, the more difficult the quests, the more of these items are available. Okay, these are emblems which are used to help you get the board filled. These are regalia, which are basically weapons that your units can equip. These are awakening pages, which are the default reward of all quests. These are for evolving the regalia. Regalia are a bit different than units, but units can be upgraded and evolved, and regalia also can be upgraded and evolved, and there's no cap of how much you can evolve them, or maybe it's like +10, but it's nearly impossible to get to that. Then these are for evolving characters, and these are for upgrading characters, light characters to be precise. Okay, so first let's go, after all, to upgrading units, and let's go again with this one, but let's not make the mistake of doing the free wave 20 points lunatic one with the materials for last regalia. Let's go with ultimate difficulty, which will give us a lot of materials, but won't give us that much pain. Okay, let's just choose Choco-chan to have less HP consumed, and actually, because not many of my characters are from animal, I think I'm going to change her for Haru after all. Yes, to change a character that is leading, unfortunately I have to exchange someone else for him first. Okay, so this little +2 means that we've awakened our Haru twice so far. I don't have any books, but I did have some pages, and because the day was ending and the week was ending, I wanted to use the pages I had to not lose them completely without using them, so I gave him a +2 awakening. This means, if I long hold him, that if he had an ability, his second ability would have been added. Yeah, and because I've added to his awakening, right, so now he's a +2 awakening. Normally Harry is a 0, and +1 is the first awakening, +2 is a second awakening. Because of that, his stats have slightly increased. Mostly his HP and attack speed didn't change. Actually, the speed for most units doesn't change unless they have an ability that gives them a boost to speed. Then each time they evolve, or upgrade, they are upgraded or awakened, they get a boost to those stats, but not to the speed. Unless it's the ability, then to the speed too. I think with upgrade, not with awakening. Anyway, awakening is the ultimate form of upgrading our characters to make them even more powerful. This time we've started with awakening Haru. Alright, and let's hope we do better against those. Okay, 2 down, not so bad. And there's really no point in going overkill for those characters, because we're not getting a lot of money from them, and it's basically going to waste our effort. So let's just finish at the stop at the moment that the enemy is defeated. Let's keep you. Ah, okay, mistake. The guard icon is really good to be used before enemies will start attacking. Oops. Okay, I failed a little. Let's finish off the last one. Alright, so I've grinded a little some of the light springs, awakening, upgrading materials, and some of the water ones. And I think it's too painful to do it this slowly with level 1 characters, so I want to level them up a bit before continuing. So before that I want to show you once more how to upgrade those characters and then do some more grinding that is less painful and takes less time. This is find 10 monsters in the catalog. Add 10 monsters to the catalog. So monsters are the spirals that we meet in the quests, and there are all kinds of them. Alright, so this present box, I think there's so here you can see the history of the ones you've taken. This is for taking everything, but you don't always want to take everything. There is a limit of the number of regalia and units and your friends, right? So it's safe to take all the lunar stones that are here, but you shouldn't take too many units if you don't I mean, it's better to let them be in the present box until you really need them, rather than having them taken and then take up the space in your inventory. The same goes with regalia. We don't have any right here right now, but they fill up really fast and you only have 100 spaces if you don't want to spend lunar stones on more spaces. So I advise you to leave the units and leave the regalia right here for now and only take them when you need them, and for the everything else you can take all of it. And for the lunar stones you can also take all of it. Alright, so this wasn't full 2 pages, so we have a nice, this is a rare item, a very useful one. This is for opening a regalia spot. More about regalia later. Okay, and we can take all of the lunar stones. That's going to be a lot actually. Okay, so now here we have only units and regalia. Wow, okay, so I have more than 1,000 lunar stones. I'm actually going to leave that for the step up of the new year, so I'm not going to use that now, with the exception of I'm going to go to the lunar stone lunar stone exchange place, or actually I can go here from this place too. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to buy the Puchilui bag, present bag, or what was it called? Puchi units are the small, cute chibi Puchi version of the already chibi units. And right now we are at the end of the year and we've had an event for all of the realms. The one that's left is the Hell realm, and I'm going to get these are wearable items you can get for lunar stones, and this is a set, not really recommended, to upgrade the new gacha unit, and these are the packs. So overall, I don't recommend spending lunar stones or on other things than gacha, because that's what they're for. But actually getting Louis is... I mean, I'm going to get Louis because, first of all, Pucci characters are really cute, and Pucci. And secondly, you get pretty neat rewards, especially this thing is very valuable. And lately it became rare. It used to be pretty common, but right now they made this more rare than the Awakening books. Anyway, this Louis will help me greatly in doing my quests, and I have him on my main account too, and I think he's a pretty good character, so I'm going to buy him. 250 lunar stones is the same price you pay for one coal in the gacha, and here you get not only a guaranteed 4-star, but a 4-star that is actually much stronger than normal 4 stars, so I'm going to get him, and I'm going to add him to the party because Louis is... Okay, so a normal 4-star, let's get him for this one. Come here. A normal 5-star has a pretty high stats. Right now they are at level 1, but they're around 10,000 buff for HP and attack. For a 4-star, it's closer to like 8,000 each, 7,000 each, maybe 6,000. And she has... Black Bear has a very high HP, but look at how low her speed is, so this is well balanced actually. This is also what 4 stars can be like at the level 1, right? And Louis is much closer in his stats to an actual 5-star. So Pucci characters have the same kind of stats that 5-star characters have. They are 4 stars, so they get actually 2 boards instead of 1, right? So, sorry. So if we click on Oracle, who is a 5-star, and see her boards, she has only 1 board, right? There's only 1 board to be filled, so this is only she's getting only this much of upgrades, of power-ups for her, right? On the other hand, she has 3 abilities to be unlocked. Skills are the same for everyone. Then there's a 4-star character, right? And they have actually 2 boards. Each has 2 boards. And 2 abilities. No more abilities. Right, so Pucci Louis is the same. He has 2 boards. 2 pretty OP boards. So he's going to be pretty strong. And the stats are like a 5-star character, right? So I do recommend for, especially if you like the character, they are adorable. You can get a Pucci character as a starter to help you out. They're usually available for the anniversary, which is in May, and for the New Year, which is right now. I hope some of you would consider getting a Pucci character. And in the screen where normally the character is, the Pucci character is displayed with his bigger version each time. So if we had a Pucci Nero, it would be big Nero with small Nero. Okay, so we've added Louis to our team. Especially this one is the character that's going to fight. This is just his big version that's trying to babysit him. And now let's go to upgrading. So here we have the boards, here we have the upgrades. This is the skill upgrade, this is the evolution, this is the board, this is the awakening, this is the last Cacalia. So this is the end game thing. We're not going to do that right now, we're going to leave it out. and we can see if we have anything to upgrade a character with, and yes, we actually have some books we got for Louis, so let's right away awaken him to a +10, so use all of those books we just got. Those books are for... okay, we can also use them from the menu, held items, and awakening, right? So here we have some pages we could upgrade him with, and we can use also the books from here to awaken him to up. Right now he's +2, now he's going to be +3, right? So this here a little plus. See, he had like 3,000 each, now he has a 4,000. The skill level doesn't upgrade with this, those do upgrade, right? So his first ability is now level 2 and it upgrades to level 3 at the 6th awakening. So when this is +6, this is going to be level 3. And this one, level 1, the second ability, is going to be level 4 when he... level 2 when he reaches awakening 4. So right now he's at 3, yes. Let's give him the 4th book. And when we click on him now, this is level 2 also, and it's going to be level 3 on 8th awakening. Okay, so upgrade. Let's upgrade him again. And this time let's see what they tell me here, right? So this is awakening. Pucci Louis. Pucci Louis is the name of this character. I mean, Louis is the name of this character, but he's Pucci because he's so small. It's a small version of the Louis character. Also, you can't get the Pucci characters from normal gacha, you can only buy them from the bags, and that the offer is time limited. Right, so this is the awakening rank. His rank is 4 right now, and I'm going to make him a 5. This is his HP and attack, and this is how much he's going to have added to those statistics. And this is about his skill abilities, and this tells me that with 4 more awakenings, so at level 8, he's going to have an upgrade to level 3, and here with 2 more, so at level 6, he's going to have an upgrade. Okay, so I'm going to... And I could also choose to use 300 pages to upgrade him with the pages, but I prefer to use the book because pages you can use for 5-star characters, and it's more efficient that way. So for him I'm going to use those books, and here they ask me if I would like to use those ingredients. Okay, or on the right is cancel. You can also cancel, or you can say okay. And I'm going to use all 10 on Louis to have him have a decent attack. I mean, I still need to upgrade his level, because at level 1 he's still like at 5,000 attack, that's not much. Okay, so now he's level 10, I don't have any more of the books, I can only awaken him now with the pages, but there's a limit of only 4 times for uses for the awakening pages. So it would be better to use them on a 5-star to make it more efficient. I have some water upgrading materials, so I want to use them now. And I'm going to go to the unit list. Oh wait, maybe let's sell the Zells first. Zell picks. Okay. And now I'm going to upgrade Louis, so this is upgrade. And let's start with 2 of those. Okay, so this is normal success. Let's try another one. His maximum level is 60, so I'm trying to get him to 60. Okay, so this is the Daiseko, big success. So this is going to give me 1.5 times the amount of experience, right? If I were to use this material now, I'm going to be over the limit, so that's a bit of a waste, so instead let's like maybe let's use those 55, 58. So if I got the double, well, each level is more expensive, so it's not linear, but hopefully this won't get me. Oh, again, big success. Yeah, so now I only need 1,000 more experience to get, so even one, wait, I don't have a smaller ones. Okay, even one is going to max level him. Okay, and now it's an important fact. This is level 60. If I had a last regalia on me, a box would appear asking me if I would like to upgrade him with a last regalia. I mean, Louis, yeah, he's really cute, but I don't want to use last regalia on him. So even if I had a last regalia, I would click no right now. So cancel, a red button. This is really important because it's automatically asking us if we would like to upgrade him to the last level super rare item, and we actually don't want to do that. Yeah, so we're happy with him having nearly 10,000 each for attack and HP, and it's already very strong. If we had him at plus P15, which is the maximum awakening level, that would have been even better, but this is fine. Also, we could increase his skill, because his skill is alright. His skill is he does big damage to one enemy, and with high probability he's going to put him under blindness status change. Yeah, and his his leader skill is also good because it's a attack up, big attack increase for Hell Realm. So another thing is that putty characters have leader skills just like the 5-star characters. 4-star characters usually have a middle boost to attack or speed or HP, etc. And 5-star characters have a big boost, and Louis also has a big boost. So he's like a 5 character in a body of a 4-star character. So really recommended all putty characters. Some are better, some are worse. Another thing that's good about Louis is that the first of his abilities is upon attacking, he's speeding down, he's putting a speed down stats change on the enemy. So that's really useful for raids, for guild raids. But it's overall a good ability. And also he has an ability of break, so that if the enemy has a status change like speed down on him, then Louis is going to give him more attack. He's going to attack him for more damage. Right, do I have I don't have. Right, so this here is a locked regalia spot. And I actually do have two scrolls that can open a 5-star unit. So in Sonohoka, others. This is the release, proof of release, Kaiho no Sho. Anyway, it's a scroll that allows you to open a new regalia spot, but they are very rare, so I'm not going to use them on Oracle because Oracle is not a good character. I'm going to keep them for when and if I actually get a good character. Oh, and now I see that we have 15 tickets of gold, 15 gold tickets, so let's use them to bring some more characters. This is a gacha, so this is for 3-star characters. We don't have any tickets. For one role we need 5 tickets, so 15 tickets is actually like 3 characters. And there are also 5-star tickets, which are rainbow colors, and these are the same characters available as in the rare gacha, but tickets are a bit more common than lunar stones, so for now let's do 3 of the nearly cheaper version of calling for support. Please stop! And here goes a 4-star. Okay, so we got Priestia, I think. Congrats! Aren't you happy? Pristima? Priskill. Okay, so she's a killer from Skyrealm. She has big damage 4 times. Speed up on the middle for Sky. And ability of attack down to the enemy and then rapid axle. The rapid means that only 3 times first 3 attacks are going to be useful. Yeah, so she's not too good. Okay, let's try another one. She's not too good, but her skill of making the attacks smaller can be well suited to Louis' skill of break. Another one. Okay, so if we get a double, that's actually fortunate to show you. If we get a double of a character we already have, they're going to awaken, right? So this awakened. So they're going to get... Please play with Iona-chan again, okay? Bye-bye! So... This is the second copy of this character we got, and she got into +1, right? So, but in this game you don't actually have to get the same character multiple times to awaken them. You can also use books. And if you actually had a character at +15, which is a maximum, at one point, and then you got another copy, what is happening is that you get another copy of that character with the awakening of 0. So a new, right? You have one copy of Awakened +15 and then another copy of Awakened 0. Okay. Let's try for the last time. As for if it's better to get a copy or to get a plus awakening, I would say it's better to get a plus awakening. So to get a character that is not fully awakened yet, because they're... Oh, wow, a lot of Skyrealm today. Because they are going to use up your space in the inventory, which is not... I mean, it depends, I guess. Okay, so here she's a hero from Skyrealm. Oh, and she attacks all enemies with middle damage and increases her own attack by medium damage. Her skill is decrease the damage taken, and ability is attack up and safety power. Safety something is if the character's HP is not below, above half. So if she has 3000, if her HP was above 1530, she would get the boost. When she's closer to dying, she doesn't get the boost anymore. Anyway, she's decent. That's okay. Alright, no more tickets, no more fun. Let's upgrade more characters. So let's upgrade Oracle so that the people who use her as a helper will actually get something from it. So upgrade is here. And let's upgrade her like 4, maybe. Alright, so that's not good. And yeah, so Louis had a maximum level of 60, right? But Oracle, she's a 5-star. She's a 5-star, so she gets 70 as the maximum level. So let's maybe try this. Just a success. Okay, I don't want to overshoot too much because I still want to upgrade Haru with the remaining. Yay, they say big success. Yes, okay, so this was enough to get her to level 70, that's good. And I also want to upgrade Haru. Oops. I long clicked. Okay, so I want to upgrade Haru to level his maximum level 50, so not that much is required. Okay. Oops. Yeah, okay, so 50 is his maximum level. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter what rarity the character is with the skill upgrade. You still need, I think, 500 or 450 to upgrade it, and this everything is just 140, so we really need some more skill points to upgrade the rest, so for now maybe let's do that. But before that, I think the character that I'm going to upgrade first is going to be Louis anyway, because he's the strongest one, so maybe let's like give him level 2 at least. Okay, so we've upgraded his skill by 1 level, and that has reduced his SP by 5, so it was 100 before, now it's 95. SP is the skill points, right? The points that accumulate by the character when we use them. Alright, I forgot to do this quest. Okay, so this is there are sometimes quests that only have 1 round. Anyone is fine here. Okay, let's find Louis. No. Who can I show? Alright, let's go with Choco. So this quest only requires 5. Right, and I'm going to change the party. I'm going to actually make Louis the leader, because his big boost to Hell Realm's attack is going to affect him as well as Choco, because Choco's realm is actually unknown. So there is human, there's animal, spare, blood, sky, hell, right? And there's unknown. That's the 7th realm of so-called realm of last period. It actually means, as the name states, that we don't know where that character has come. So Choco-chan, we are not sure where. I mean, officially she's from human realm, but she's a bit of a mystery, and we don't know where she came from, so she's an unknown. And the unknown characters, they have special awakening books, special materials for the upgrade, special materials for the emblem board upgrade, and etc, etc. Sorry, for upgrade it's the same, but for the board and for awakening it's different materials. So basically they're really rare and hard to get, but it's also hard to get an unknown character, except for Winter, who is the second arc's protagonist. But yeah, anyway, unknown characters, they have pretty neat leader skills, like they give boosts to 2 elements instead of 1. And any boost, a boost to any element or any realm, or I think it's only realm, any realm boosts are also working on the unknown. Okay, so now please look that we are at the moment we are the human realm, right? So when we start the quest, our characters are actually going to have right. So this is mode sunny. Our characters are going to start with some of the skill bar charged, right? Please ignore the fact that Choco chance is really high. Choco chance is right now really high. That's I will explain that. I mean, she's special because her required SP is really low, and she just has a lot of SP charged up at the start too. Anyway, please notice that Haru's bar is much higher than other characters. Basically, all characters start with 25% of the skill bar chart, or maybe 30, something like that. And the characters of the realm you're using, so in this case I'm using human realm, and only Haru from here is from human realm, as well as Choco because she's unknown, so any realm privileges work on her too. So Haru is the only one that gets half of the gauge already charged, right? So in the next round I'm going to change the realm to Louis, to Hell, so that Louis gets the boost so that his skill is faster. Alright, and let's do the last one, and I'm going to choose Arthur to be my helper, and I'm going to try to invite this person to be friends with me, to see if they maybe accept, and also to show you that when I'm grinding I'm actually not playing it, I'm just putting on auto. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, this was a tip about quest mode. So this is a quest mode of cloudy or sunset, setting sun. Now that my characters have been leveled up a bit, easy quests like these are really no problem for them. And soon enough I think I'm going to be able to do Ultimate and maybe even Lunatic without much trouble. As you can see here, I'm not even bothering to guard. It's just that the motion is pretty slow, so it takes a lot of time for them to finish this quest. Okay, so let's do some more stuff. First of all, let's see the friends. So whenever you finish a quest where a new person's character was used, you can invite them to friends, which gives you 10 points for normal calling. This person is called Abby, and they rank 150. I don't know if they're going to accept this, but I've sent them a friend request. Oh, maybe I should have used a unit that's actually in the a unit that gives me a boost to the event, so that I could show you that you can get a bonus from certain units in the event. Speaking of the event, I guess we could check it out, because even though we weren't exactly working on doing the event, it was still doing any quests does increase the points of this particular event. I'm not going to show you the story for it because it doesn't really matter for the beginners at least. the main character of this event is a serial killer, and she's following a spiral that is a blue butterfly, and they are also living on the crime scenes. Blue butterfly figurines, I guess, or gadgets. Okay, so when there's the quests, you can put it on auto so that it quickly, once the text appears, it goes to the next one. This is a speed up. This allows you to go back to the previous one. If you want to go to the second one, you just click on the screen and the dialogue appears. Alright, sorry. So there are some effects like footsteps and stuff. Anyway, if you want to skip, you can skip, and you can either read the small description, which it's a shortened version of what's going to happen in that episode, or you can just skip it. The cleaning lady. Okay, so this is the play through the gameplay for this particular event. Is the item gathering event. So we're gathering this item. We get it for every quest. You saw that we got like 58 for the last one, I think, or something like that. You can get it from the main story, the sub stories, and almost every quest. And let's get the item. Second, we have to see everything to go through it. There are special limited wearable items in this event, as well as other prizes for doing it. The main prize for finishing it is Last Regalia. Again, super rare, super hard to get. Right, so this is how Last Regalia looks like. It's super rare, super hard to get, and super sparse in this game, so when you get it, just keep it and just try to not use it for now. Okay, and yeah, you get the items, you get the level up, and from leveling up you get more bonuses, more rewards. That's it. And right, so I said that there is some unit bonus, and that means that if you put one of those units in your party, you can get a bigger amount of points each time such a unit is taking part in the quest, right? So if we had Berda, we could get a maximum... Whoa, okay, so for the beginners it's actually 50% more. Normally it's 25 and the maximum is 50, I think. And here is 50% and the maximum is 65% more. Okay, this is the normal rate, sorry. So normally it's 25% bigger and 40 is max. These are always 10. These are 10 with the maximum of 25%. Okay, so here. Or here. Okay, 10% is if you had... This is a character called Sharon. So if you had a Sharon on level... on any level but with awakening of 0, she would give you an additional 10% of the items for the event. But if you had a Sharon on plus 15 awakening, then she would give you plus 25% of drop rates. And these are for 0 awakening it's 5%, and for 99% 99 plus 99 awakening, because these are arts, so these are monsters. What are arts? These will be explained later. For 99 awakening, so 100 copies, they get a 24.8%. These get 10 regardless of the awakening. These get 25 on 0 awakening and 40 on plus 15 awakening. Okay. And this is the event. Here you can see what items you can get from the rewards. Is going to these are wearable items. These are skill upgrade items. These are board upgrading items, these are regalia upgrading items, and these are level upgrading items. And these are evolving items. And these are others, right? So this is, you can get a 4-star awakening book, you can get some medals. These are Hopeman are special buns, Chinese buns, mans in Japanese, that if you eat them, they increase AP, so your action points, so they allow you to play for longer. These are the normal call points, so the points to get 1-star and 2-star characters, as well as some upgrading items, etc. And these are gold, so Zell, you can get up to 50,000 from 500k. So these are normal rarity items. These are slightly... Actually, these are pretty decent items. These are common. These are pretty good. These are good. The higher ones from these are pretty good. This is good. This is good too. These are not so good. Okay. Anyway, we can. Alright. So this is. If I click this, gets me to the web page where it is explained. Where it is explained in more details about the event, and then there will be rewards that you can get. I mean, 200 level 200 is going to give you the last regalia, but before that there are some lunar stones, there are some wearable items, there are some good regalia to use for this event, the same ones that you can get from the event's specific monster quests, so art quest or spiral quest. Okay, we have more walks. And we did something from the board. What did we do exactly? Maybe upgrade someone? Oh, we sent the friend request. Okay, so we've sent the request. We didn't get the login tomorrow too, which is weird, but okay. Right, and we should put something that's also something that I want to do, but let's start with the event. Okay, so this is what you can get as the rewards if you click this. These are the news. This is your level, so you're going to be leveling up this reward. This is how many of the items you have. This is the list of the rewards for the level, so now you have level 1. And for level 1, this is the reward, this is for level 2, level 4, etc. Right, so for example, if you get level 25, this is the reward and everything before that. And this is for 80. Right, so this is, you can get some lunar stones for 140. I don't think I'm going to get to that far in this event, but normally it's quite easy to get to last regalia, which is 200 if you just play every day, I guess, a bit. Okay, so let's exchange for 500 points or other items. The detective that's looking for the serial killer says that she's going to catch the damn bloody butterfly that's been killing people. Alright, sorry. Okay, so those were the rewards from these rewards that we got, and these, the big ones that are appearing here, they are the rewards, okay, from here, from the rewards list. And, okay, skip the story for now, and another one, because there are 2 for the first 500. Skip. Okay, so let's go back to the rewards. So these were the ones that have been just displayed, right? Then was lunar stones, then there was the sale wearable item, and then some regalia, again lunar stones, and some old doctor, and then some tickets. And these things are the stories, right? So for the first 500 we got up to the level 10, right? So in those there were 2 stories. That's why we had to skip twice, because each time such a scroll is appearing, it means that there's a new story to be read, right? And it goes, I think, up to 80. And when this particular event is going to end, there's going to be an ending story to be read after the event finishes. So be sure to check that out too, if you can read it, and if not, that's also fine. Okay, so now we have 250, you need 50 items to get one of these rewards, right? So I'm going to wait till I get 500, because I think I'm still going to get to the 500, and we can exchange those until the new year. So I'm just going to exchange them at New Year, I think, not before that. So yeah, I just wanted to show you this. Here is a little help mark which will show you the same first info that you got about the event, so you can double check which units get you the special bonus that gives you more points. Okay, the wearable items. So your units can spend some time in this nice room, and soon they will be getting an even better one. But apart from being really cute, you can actually make them even cuter with the special wearable items. So here we can choose an item and give it to our unit. So let's, for example, take Louis and give him something nice to wear, although we don't really have much. So yeah, let's make Louis wear a hat. So it didn't appear on the big Louis, it appeared on the small Louis, right? So now he has a little beginner's hat on him. Okay. We can check that out. See here, he's wearing the little hat. Also, I saw that we had a special wearable item for Haru, so maybe we could check his other appearance. Okay, so see, this is period in training special outfit. This is his normal outfit. We can choose one of those, so maybe let's change his appearance to be the special soldier. And this should have given us the change the appearance of the unit. Okay, so for this we will have to wait till tomorrow, I guess. Oh, and we have finished today's missions. Nice. We have also finished upgrade a unit 3 times. We did. Oh, and that's giving us a good of dress-up medals, which is nice, because we're going to use those right now. Then we did clear a quest 10 times. So any quest, clear any quest 10 times, do any 10 quests. Actually, it doesn't have to be the same quest, just do 10 quests. This is succeed in doing a guard 50 times, just any guard, not in a row. And this is get 20 units into your unit catalog, unit record. Okay. And this is for upgrading units. So I've said that, alright, so we get one for level 10, then 25 if it's Haru, which is he's a 3-star, right? And then 50, so that's free. So for one unit leveled up to the maximum level, you get 5 lunar stones for any given unit, right? Oracle, on the other hand, she's a 5-star, and we get one for level 10, one for level 35, and one for level 70. And then there's Pucci Louis, he gets one for level 10, one for level 30, and 3 for level 60. Sorry, 3 also for level 70 on Oracle. So each unit gives you 5 lunar stones just for being leveled up. But 5-star units are actually a bit cooler, because if we were to upgrade Oracle to level 5 and then sorry, not upgrade, to awaken Oracle to awakening level 5 and then awakening level plus 10, right? So plus 5 and plus 10. Then for each of those we would get a special reward of 25 lunar stones. It should be here somewhere. Right, so if we were to give Oracle plus 5 level of awakening, we would get a reward of 25 lunar stones. That's a lot of lunar stones. And that's the same for level 10, and on level 15 we're getting only a wearable item, so it's good to get even the most useless 5 stars, at least one copy of them, to level 10 of awakening, sorry. So upgrading them to the maximum level and awakening them to level to awakening plus 10. Okay, let's get some dress medals. Okay, I'm not going to take this one yet because it's a hard to use item for now. We can do another call because it's the next day. So let's do free call. Ichinichi kai muryou call. So one call a day that is free of charge, and it's a 3-star blue light, right? So 4-star is a red light, and a disco of rainbow colors is a 5-star. Please come play with Fiona-chan again, okay? Bye bye. This is Skillet. She's a jammer from... oh, she's from Human Realm. Okay, so she's also putting poison on all enemies with some probability, and her attack is putting poison on the units. And she gives a small upgrade to attack for darkness units. So she's not that good. I mean, she's a 3-star, so what do we expect? But she's okay. Let's also do a normal call. Oh, sorry. Yes, so I'm skipping to only see the results. Right, so we get level 1, I mean 1-star, 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 some regalia upgrading item, and some fire unit upgrading item. And now let's go see the exchange place. Okay, so we already saw the lunar stones, the last one, right, where we bought the Louis pack. You can see that Louis is back. Well, you can see that it's already not available anymore. Here you can just buy some upgrading materials that are otherwise available, so it's completely useless to do them here. This is also useless, don't do that. Nor this, I mean, these are not available. They are from the old events, but they are not too good characters, just don't do it. Also, this is not a good idea, don't do it. Especially this one, they give out so many of those keys. Just don't buy them for lunar stones. Okay, event is closed, I wonder why. Maybe because that's the other event. Okay, so let's go from the top. This is the guild exchange place, guild medals. We're currently not in any guilds, so... oh, okay. So we're not going to be able to exchange for any of those items except from normal medals, but basically each month... Okay, so I guess if you miss one, you can do it. You can get it later. That's amazing. Alright, so yeah, there's been this item has been added for 3 months now, and you can get one each month. So now you can get all of them. Amazing. Okay, good, cool. so you can get the same amount that the old players can. This is the Unknown Awakening book, so this is the book that allows you to awaken 5-star unknown units like Choco or Iona. So the best ones, right? But I don't have any of those right now. And by the way, those are the cards that you can only get from the ride, so right now I don't have them because I'm not in the guild, but on my main account I have plenty of those. Enough to get at least the Regalia, which is what's really worth here. This is a normal awakening book, so you know that you can awaken a unit, a 5-star unit with 1,000 pages, right? So this book is worth 1,000 pages. This is for 4 stars, so I think it's 500 or 300 pages normally. So you can also just buy them, but don't buy them from the... I mean, it's better to buy them for those, but not from this exchange place, but for the medal exchange place. So here I would just recommend the last Regalia, and that's it. But I will show you all the items since they are here. This is the Awakening book for 3 stars. This is the Regalia unlocking, spot unlocking device scroll. This is for 4 stars Regalia unlocking, and this is for 3 stars Regalia unlocking. These are Regalia, and these are really strong, so like +3 stars, that's really strong. Very much endgame item. And you can get all rarities, so 2 stars are... if you awaken a 2-star, it becomes a 3-star. If you awaken a 1-star, it becomes a 2-star, but to get from evolve. So if you evolve, if you want to evolve an attack Regalia, you need 2 of the same Regalia, right? So you need an attack Regalia and an attack Regalia of the same rarity. So S rarity is like super rare. How rare is this? I can tell you that I've been playing this game for 3 years, and so far on my main account I only got a red Regalia once in 3 years, okay? And I played plenty of times. Anyway, if it were any other color, it would work the same way. So 1 attack and 2nd attack, you can evolve them to become an attack of 2 stars. And it will have a +1 because it was upgraded from 2 separate stars attack Regalia. But to upgrade an attack Regalia of 2 stars to a 3 stars, well, that's going to need you an attack Regalia, another attack 2-star Regalia, and another one, I think, of heal 2-star Regalia. So, and for the next one, you're going to need 3-star attack, another 3-star attack, another 3-star heal, and another 3-star, I think, fire. Where's the fire? Flare Slayer, right? So you're going to also need this one. So basically it's hard to upgrade Regalia this far. Okay, and if you upgrade them the 3 stars, then you get the 4 stars, and if you want to upgrade the 4 stars, then you need the same materials, so only a 4-star attack, a 4-star heal, and a 4-star Flare Slayer, and another 4-star attack, and that's it. And then each next level is the same, so it's not that much. Anyway, yeah, if you want the red Regalia, then here is basically the only place you can get them, but they are really hard to... Yeah, anyway, these are endgame, very endgame items. So ignore them for now. For now, try to get these if you can. These are guild abilities only for S-rank guilds. I'm not going to cover them because they are pretty useless. You can, you get one for free, and then you can exchange them for some guild medals. These are guild medals. These are what you're going to get for guild battles, etc. But they only work for a few minutes, so you spend like 1,000 guild points and then 2,500 guild points, and you get just a super small boost. I mean, it gives us boost for all guild members, so it's good if you like. If you're an S rank and you have an important battle, then of course you're going to use a lot of them. But other than that, it's don't use them. Buying them for medals, it's even more stupid, because if you're an S rank, then you're going to get a bunch of those medals. But if you're just a normal player, then 2,000 medals or 2,500 guild medals, that's a lot. It's hard to get that much. So yeah, ignore it for now. If you were right, so these are what you can get for guild medals. Again, you can get unknown awakening books, normal awakening books for 5-star, 4-star, 3 stars, and unlocking scroll for regalia 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars. And these are evolving regalia items. These are actually really easy to get, so don't worry, don't bother with them. I usually go for this one each month, because these reset each month, because my guild doesn't do that many guild battles, so I can't afford the unknown scroll, which is 12,000, but each month I barely can get 7,000 to get this one, and they are fairly rare, so it's a good deal. And these are other stuff. There are free Iona-chan stamps, limited stamps, you can buy them only once, and some keys. Keys can be obtained from other places, so it's useless to buy them here. These are also it's not my recommendation to buy them here, you can get them from many other places, ignore this. So from the guild medal exchange place, I basically go for this and this, exclusively, only those things. If I were to do a lot of guild battles, I would have also gotten this one and this one. Nothing else. Yep. This. Maybe those two. Definitely this. And maybe... actually no. Only this. Medal. Oh no, sorry, multi. Okay, so multiplayer. When you play with friends online or just random people online, you get a lot of multiplayer medals. They actually all quests that give you those medals are in multi. So here's a quest and multi, and you actually don't have to play those quests with other people. These are multiplayer quests, but you can play them solo without any problems and get as many details as normally. Okay, so here we're going to have a little explanation on multiplayer, so I'm going to read that and then really quickly do maybe a battle or two. Up to 3 players can participate in a guild in a multiplayer battle. The guests, so that's the second and third players, they don't pay any action points. It's for free for them. And the host pays all of the AP, and everyone gets the benefits. So it's really cool to use it. So you don't have to do it alone. You can do it in multiplayer. You can challenge any quest that you have already finished, or the ones that are originally from the multi, I think, without clearing them, I think, I'm not sure. Anyway, you from solo you change to multi, and then you create a room. In the room you can have some quick options for just creating a room for 2 people or 3 people, or you can change the options here and okay, they're not here, but select some options and then create a room. Here you can cancel, and here you can participate as a guest, so just look for rooms that were already created. This is how the leader room will look. Okay, so which is room. And we get a little bonus for playing multiplayer. This is how to select a room ID and enter a room of your friends, for example. So you can make the room private and set a number, and if they input the number, you can make them play with you specifically. And in multiplayer, if all of the people make the perfect guard, the damage done to a unit by the enemy are going to be 0. So, although some quests are really difficult, in multiplayer you can clear them out. I mean, if you had the perfect players who hit all perfect all the time, there's no way a unit, a monster, an enemy wouldn't be defeated, because you get 0, 0, 0, 0 damage all the time, right? But of course this is very difficult, so you get a boost even if just 2 people get perfect, or if 3 people get good, that's still very nice. Or if one, usually nowadays we play that one person is holding, so that the combo and the chain is connected, but the other 2 people are trying to get a perfect or a good, just to decrease the damage, and if some of them miss, that's fine too. Okay. Right, and each of the players get their own spheres, so pay attention to which of the 3 are you. If you were the host, this is going to be your place. If you were the first one to enter the room, you're going to be the second player, and if you are the second to enter the room, you're going to be the third player, and this is your place. And these are the spheres that you're going to click, right? So this is going to be attack, skill, weight, the same as always, but your spheres are going to be either here or here or here. You can't click the other players' spheres even if they were accumulated, only yours. So if someone is disconnected, we have to wait for him, and we have to give up on his spheres. Anyway, spheres gives you a big boost to all of the stats, and guards gives you a big boost to defense. And yeah, if you can connect the chain well, multiplayer is really OP. Okay, and then you can exchange the medals to get special rewards. That's where we started. Okay, yeah, and you should look for the rooms that welcome new, fresh players. Because some players put gachi here, which means hardcore or super serious. Anyway, they don't want... If you have just Haru in your as your unit, they don't want you. They want gachi. Basically means plus 15 awakening all. You know how to guard. You know how to connect the chain. You will output the maximum damage. Your units, I don't know. You have a decent guild to get a bigger boost damage. Overall, you've been playing for some time, right? So if it's gachi, just don't enter. If it's shoshinsha, something like this. Yeah, not these. Okay, I will show you. Those are the ones that were good. Okay, so here we can, if we click the first one, you can see this is where the battles are going to be. Unfortunately, right now it's after, I think it's 2 a.m. in Japan, so there are not going to be many people playing this game, which is very unfortunate. So I could try. Okay, I will show you how to set it up, but I don't think anyone is going to show up. Okay, so how to set up the room for multiplayer. First one is what kind of members you're looking for. The normal option is anyone is welcome. Daredemo okay. The second one is beginners are welcome. Shoshinsha okay. Right, so you're looking for this one if you're new to this game. This one is Soko Soko, so this is already like your intermediate level, you know how to play, you won't be doing stupid stuff, and your units are mostly plus 15 awakened, so no, don't use this, only these two for you. And this is like, you're a hardcore player. So let's go for Shishinsha, okay? Second, this is what kind of party you're looking for. So you can set that there are no requirements, you just want anyone. You can also set human realm, spare realm, animal realm, blood realm, sky realm, or hell realm. In other words, maybe you're looking for other people who have hell realm, so that your Louis won't be, I don't know, you have his leader skill and you want other people who have a big boost to Hell Realm's attack, so that your overall attack is going to be really high, right? So maybe you're looking for other people from Hell Realm, so you could choose this one. This is art, I will talk about it at the end. Then maybe you're looking for light units, or water, or tree, or wood. Sorry, this is fire, water, wood units. So this is light units or darkness units, right? So maybe since I'm going to do a water quest now, maybe I'm looking for tree units, wood units, so that I can do more damage to the water units. Okay, and art is a bit special. It means the monsters that's like, you know, the Zelpik, the monsters that sometimes drop from spirals from other monsters in the quests. But in this case, most of the time it means something different, something that can't be explained through those or those. So the player wants to tell you something, but it's not the thing that's described in these options. So nowadays, most of the time they want Choco as your leader, so they want to decrease their AP. Sometimes they want... what can they want? Sometimes they want Yona-chan, or if it's a gold quest they want Red or Black to be your leader, and another Rainbow team member to be the second player. Rainbow team is the units the special 3-star and 4-star units that you can get from a normal call, and they increase the same as Iona, they give bigger rewards for completing the gold quests, or all quests in gold, but they usually are used in the gold quest. So if you're doing a gold quest, you ask for art and everyone comes with 2 reds, or red, black, or reds and green. I mean, green is a person, that's a unit's name. Then yeah, they want you to have red or black as the leader, because they both have this leader skill that says that if this person is a leader, all rainbow team members in the party are going to give a boost depending on the number of rainbow team members in this party. And there are some other things that you use art for. Anyway, so I'm going to choose no limits, right? So anything, anybody is welcome, everyone is welcome. Then you can change the speed. This is normal speed, this is speed up, the double speed. So I'm always recommending to use the double speed, because if it's the normal speed that newbie level people use, it's really slow for the more advanced ones, and it's just a pain to play. So always use the double speed by Soko. And normally I would go for 3 people, because that gives me more boosts to the rewards and stuff, but since it's it's middle of the night and probably no one is going to come, so I'm going to choose 2 people, but normally 3 is a better option. And this is private room, you can turn it on and then write numbers, so that's I think it has to be 6 numbers, so that your friends only get to see it if they specifically write this number, and if it's off, anyone can see your room. So create a room, cancel. We're going to create a room and wait for a little to see if someone comes. Oh no. Alright, so we're a very, very noobish team. It's best if you were to have 3 members, then you would only have to choose 2 characters, right? But because there are 2 players only, so you have to fill up 3 spots, or you can leave one out empty, but that's not really desirable. Oh, that's a lunatic, okay. Yeah, anyway, probably no one is going to come up because everyone is sleeping right now, so I'm going to go back with this. If they did appear, they would have to click a green button that's going to be here for them, and only once they've clicked it, you can click here, which is quest start. If you click it before they agree here to change to green, they change to they're ready to go. It's going to ask you, would you like to start the quest even though the other players didn't agree to start yet? Oh, okay, someone is coming. Nice. Okay, so, wow, so cool. And they agreed, and now I can start. Oh, where's arigato? Oh, I could have just left out other units, nice. Okay, so yes, when the text appeared, that meant that they were ready, and now I could start that quest. Let's try to make it quick. To not stress them out too much. Oh, so it's a normal. Kill it? No. Okay, my bad. Ah, should have. Alright, and in the case of multiplayer battle, it's considered good manners not to extend the battle for too long, so if you can just finish as quickly as possible. Awesome. My bad. Don't prolong it, because why waste other people's time? Maybe I didn't have to do that. Okay. Arigato. Okay. So the reason why this character, that's the last time I've had so much trouble to defeat, just died on its own after it attacked Mizaru, is because this is the perfect defender from Unknown, one of the wise men. Mizaru, maybe you've saw her, so she's the monkey that doesn't see, and she has a skill that gives damage to a character, the monster that attacks her. So the monster attacked her, and his attack power was so powerful that the rebound from it made him die instantly. Right, so she's a perfect character for a quest like this, as well as Choco is perfect for making the AP cost smaller, right? So these 2 characters with the 3rd place empty is actually a perfect set for this quest, and maybe I should have just put Louis and leave out the 2 others to make it more efficient. But well, I panicked and didn't have the time to do that. I should have just gone with Louis alone, because you can't just not bring any units inside. But yeah, Choco and Mizaru, that's a perfect, pretty much a perfect party for this quest. So thank you for being an awesome partner in crime. Yeah, and we got what we wanted, so we got our special upgrading materials. I could invite him to friends, but... right, so this in a moment. Yeah, maybe let's try inviting him. Why not? Because we're a beginner. Rising Sun. Okay, and because there's a special campaign for multiplayer. If you play for the first time, you get 5 lunar stones for as present, and you get that up to 150 or 250, I think. But at first, for the first 30, I think you get 5 lunar stones each time, and then you get 1 lunar stone for one person one time you play multiplayer. So it's, I mean, you don't have to hurry with that. This is an all-time offer, so you can just leisurely do that. Don't need to hurry. Okay, good job. Except for my party chooses. And after multiplayer, choices. And now I could do that again and put another room, and it would be the same settings. But I'm going to end now because I just wanted to show you the multiplayer. Okay, and let's go back to the Cacalia. So this was the multiplayer, and now we should have. Alright, so it's alright. So it wasn't it wasn't actually a quest in which okay, so this is for playing multiplayer. It wasn't a quest where we would get any multiplayer medals, right? So okay, we played a multiplayer battle in multi, but we didn't get any multiplayer medals, right? And then we could now challenge this quest. Let's say with Choco. And even though we're going to do that solo, we're going to get multiplayer medals from this, right? So to get multiplayer medals, you don't need to play multiplayer. You can play solo. It just is the kind of quest you're going to do. And the quest I've chosen this time is a special wearable item quest for Hell, because I was saying that there's an event for Hell. I mean, it was for all realms, but it's ending at New Year's, so it's actually going to end. It's actually going to end on the 31st of December. And yeah, so this is the last time, the last chance to do it. Anyway, they do wearable item quests quite a bit. And this is the one that gives me some gold, so maybe it's going to give me too much experience. Maybe not that much. Yes, it gave me a whole 600 of experience compared to the 60 that those big quests gave me. But okay, for now I'm still level 8, so rank 8, so that's fine. Okay, so we got some new medals, and those are the multi-medals, which can be used in the multi-exchange place. Of course, we only got 20 right now, and quite a few more is required to exchange anything, but okay, now we have some medals. So it's not hard to get those at all. Compared to the guild medals, these are really easy to get. You just do the quests from the multi, which are already a very good. They are very good quests that give you great rewards, so you do them anyway. So first of all, you can get some units, and this is the multi unit from the human realm. She's pretty weak. I wouldn't recommend getting her unless you're really struggling to proceed with the story or the quests. but she's not that strong, she's not going to help you. These are the regalia. They are quite expensive, so I would recommend getting the B ones, the blue ones, because those are fairly common and easy to evolve. And these are really expensive. 5,000 for one, that's a lot even for me. 500 I can afford if I really need one. So here are the Flare Slayer, so this helps you defeat fire units. Aqua Slayer, this helps you defeat, so if you give it to a wood unit, it's going to defeat the water units even more, with more force than other units. Then this is Leaf Slayer, it helps you defeat wood units. Light Slayer, it helps you defeat the light. And Dark Slayer helps you defeat the darkness units. And these are mostly used in upgrading, evolving regalia. So if you want to upgrade an attack regalia from 3 stars to 4 stars, so level 4, to evolve to level 4, you're going to need some Flare Slayer. So this is when you get them if you don't have them already from other places, and you usually do, so you rarely use those, but if you're in need, this is a decent place to get those, like 1, maybe 2, not more. If you need more, then just wait. Okay, this is alright. This is where most of the things you're going to buy are from, so not the story keys, you're not going to buy those, but you're definitely going to want to get all of the lunar stones, so 25 here and 25 here, because you can exchange up to 5 of those, right? So you can exchange 5 lunar stones for 5 times, so that's 25, and they're going to be for 300 medals each, which we got 20 for the easiest difficulty quest, one quest, right? So that's, if you did a harder difficulty, maybe 4 or 5 quests and you get 5 lunar stones, that's really cheap. Then there are another 5 available, which is 5 lunar stones 5 times, right? That's 25 maximum for 1,500 each, 5 for 5, right? So 1,500 times 5, that's a bit more, like 7,500. That's a bit more, but it's still affordable. The same is for an unknown book. Usually I get all of these free, and then I get all of these. No, sorry, all of these. Not this one, because this is too expensive. It's better to do those, to get those from a normal event, the first one of the month. Then you have some limited offers, and this is the art that makes, for example, for the current event, it gives a bigger unit boost to the items. So you can also just get it as a drop from the quest, but you can also buy it in the multiplayer event place. But anyway, I would focus on getting this one and maybe this one in this month and the next month, because these get replaced each month. So I would try to get them, all of them, and the unknown book, and maybe some of these later. I mean, first get the lunar stones, then get the unknown, then only think about other things. If you can't get them, just wait for the next month. Your medals can be used again next month. Yeah, so I would recommend getting lunar stones from here. There's a limited number of them, but you can get them here. It's nice. Then there's arena. To get to the arena, you need to be level 20 or 50 or something like that. Anyway, right now we can't do it, but once we can, it's a pretty decent place. You can get a lot of cool stuff from it. These are arena limited units. They're all not so good, but not so bad either. at first there are some 4 stars and some 5 stars, and this is a decent defender, this is a decent supporter, so healer, this is a decent attacker. I don't see this guy used much, but he looks great. This guy is sometimes used, but I don't know, this is not very used, this is not used very often. Anyway, the arena characters are drawn by different people than every other gacha characters. I mean, I think she's drawn by the same person who drew Yukatanero, and the new Tipika too. Okay, anyway. I think you can check their stats if you click them. Right, so you can check exactly how they look like anytime, so you don't actually have to buy them to look at their art. And you can check their chibi. Oops. And you can check their stats. This is at level 1. There's, I think, level 3, level 72 here. I think. Okay. Anyway, they're not good enough to actually waste your arena medals on, because you can just get them from the arena rewards that are randomly given to you, and there's a fair chance you're just going to get them without buying them for 10,000 medals, so you really don't need to spend that much. Other than that, for 20,000 medals you can get an unknown book, and for 15,000 you can get an normal Awakening 5-star book. And these two are what I always get, because Arena gives a lot of medals and I'm always like 40,000 a month or something like that. And these are some random titles you can buy. So you can be a Hopman Daisuki. So I love Hopman, I love the what are those? The AP recovery item, or Futomomo Daisuki. I love the thick tights, right? Because this game is all about thick tights. So if you like thick tights, female tights, then this is the title you need to get. It only costs 1,000. And there are some other cool or funny or stupid ones. Anyway, yeah, if you want to have it personalized, it's pretty... this one is the Gekkan Majo Majo Ahidoksha. So a lover reader of monthly Majo Majo magazine. So this is a magazine that the 10 precious gems of Blood Realm release. It's a fashion magazine, but Gazelle, one of the characters from the main story, is a big fan of the magazine, and the Sapphire, one of the models, female models of this magazine. I think it was in the anime too, so if you saw that, you might be familiar with monthly Majo Majo magazine. Okay, and you can get some tickets and gold, basically. No. Yes, the rest is like whatever. No. Right, so just the Awakening books. And medal. For medals, medals are the most common item from the medals category. And as you can see, I didn't have much of the others, but I already have 600 here. So it's the least problematic to get those. You get them from being a helper to your friends, etc. And from the walk of Fig, the girl who circles around the fountain on the main screen, stuff like that. You also get them in various events and for clearing all difficulties. So you can get some units which are limited to medals, and most of them are winners of the art contests. So this is this year's winner, Amanetian. This one is Rebecca from last year's drawing contest, and this one is from the first one, Ete. Right, so it's the contest is each year for the anniversary, right? So this was the first anniversary, second and third one. Then there are some units that just were in the exchange place from the very start. There's Fig, you can get I think one of her, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, one for each realm. So this is Hell, Spare, Human, Sky, Animal, and another human, because this is 3-star. I don't know what why this character even exists, whatever. So anyway, these are not too good, except this girl has I think 6 times attack, I think 6 hit attacks, but she's super slow, so yeah, I don't recommend any of these unless you're like a fan of one of the contest winners and want to get one of those. This is the only recommendation I can give you. Then in the exchange place you can for once a month exchange an unknown realm book, and you should. This is really recommended. Then you can, for the rest of the medals, you can just exchange as many of the 5-star awakening books as you can, and that's it. Yeah. You can get 4-star or 3 stars if you want to, but if you really need to, you could use the medals to exchange for regalia, but it's not recommended. Nor is for these items for upgrading and evolving regalia either. And not really. Oh, also, actually, I'm going to actually exchange for the tickets because I need new units, and they are fairly cheap. So you can only exchange 5, but I'm going to get those. Maybe not those because this is actually too expensive, but for a 4-star, those were alright. Yeah, and this is another thing you might want to exchange for. You can change the music here, so you can test it. Let's find another one. Alright, so we can test listen. Or you can get this one. Or for example this one, Halloween one. Alright, so if you're bored of the normal background music and you want to listen to the music, you can check all of them and choose the ones you want and change them so that they play in the background when you play the game. Basically from medals, unknown awakenings book and normal awakening books for 5 stars. Okay, and this is the place that I wanted to get to. This is the wearable items exchange place. Load, please. There are many wearable items available at this point in time because the game has been going on for 3 years, and each event, each month they get some new ones. So there is a really long list of things you can wear to modify your characters to make them even cuter or even funnier, or I don't know, more likable. And so yeah, if you want to, you can really do almost anything with your units. I mean, there are so many combinations at this moment that it's pretty fun. Okay, so for example, I like this hat. It's buy it with dress medals 1. Right, so this is the description of the hat. This is until when it's available. So it's only available until the 6th of January, and the time in Japan. So that's going to be actually a 5th of January. Oh no, wait, it's going to be the 6th, but just early morning. So here I can choose however many I want to exchange. Let's say I want to exchange 1, because I like this hat. And at first, these are going to be the limited time offer, so they're going to have the time limits here, right? So you can buy them until the 6th because they are for Christmas. But these items don't have any time limit, so you can get them anytime. And this lovely character here is going to show us where those accessories go, where can we see them on the character. Okay. Yeah, so these are, I think, limited. Yeah, until the 6th. These are all available. Oh, I like this one. I think I'm going to buy one of these. You can wear headphones or a cool book, or you can have boobs or EBS in the front. Why not? Or you can have a scarf. You can also have some. Right, so these are the head accessories, rather hats mostly, like caps and hats. And these are head accessories, mostly like binoculars, glasses, masks, face accessories, stuff like, I don't know, eating something, stuff like that. And here are the neck accessories. So this is appearing near the neck, right? And they can be also t-shirts and stuff like that. These are the back accessories. Sorry. These go to the back, right? Oh, I really like this one. Let's buy this one. Okay. This one is pretty cool too. This one is always available. It's cool too. Okay, so you can have a turtle or a scarf in the back, or you can be a thief, or you can just move really fast. Like maybe let's buy this one too. Okay. And then you can have some tails. Let's buy this one because it's limited. Okay. When one character is using an item, you can't have it be worn by another character. So sometimes you want to buy 2 copies of one item. But yeah, I don't have much medals at the moment, so I don't want to spend too much. Which made me realize that, okay, and so these were the tails, right? And these are full-size body garments, body costumes. And this lovely character can't, I don't remember what her name was. These are for specific characters. So if you get a specific 5-star, you can make them wear a specific outfit, right? These in the first letters before no. right? So this is Ahato, and this is Fenri, and this is Shasnaha, and this is Sheru. Anyway, these first characters before no is describing which character these are for, and the next is like Halloween set, right? So it's the set for the Halloween. This is also the set for Halloween. This is Christmas set, and this is Christmas set, right? So it explains which of the sets this is. Okay, so I do have Oracle, and Oracle she does have an outfit. This one is for Louis actually, hiking set, but I don't have the big Louis, I only have a Pucci Louis, and the Pucci Louis won't be able to wear the big Louis. Okay. And this one is for Oracle, and it's actually for the new year, right? So it's wafuku set, so kimono set, or Japanese style set. Japanese style clothing set. Unfortunately, it costs 100 medals for each, and I only have 37, so I can't afford it right now. But yeah, this one I could wear. So you have to check exactly if what's written here is exactly what your unit is, because for example, if you let's say have a Halloween sleigh, and this is for sleigh, you won't be able to put sleigh's outfit on Halloween sleigh, because sleigh and Halloween sleigh, although it's the same character, but the unit is different. The Halloween sleigh is a limited version of normal sleigh, so this thing can be only worn by the normal sleigh, so you can't make it work. Okay, so that's Cacalia, and then there are spiral metal exchange place, which is quite a new thing. Here you can get ingredients to get the boards filled, so upgrading. This is emblems for the boards. This is lunar stones, the only thing that's actually really worth anything in this exchange place. And these are some skill books, skill owls, like so Doctor Owl and Sensei Owl. And this is a decent offer because it's 1 million for 500 medals. So you can only exchange it 5 times, but it's a better offer than normally. For 100 you get 10,000, right? So for 500 you would get 50,000, but here it's not 50,000, it's a million. Yeah, so it's an okay offer, but first get this, then maybe get this. If you need, you can get these or these or these, but like only if you have something to spare. First get these, but these are really easy to farm. To get those you just need to go to quest, multi, because they are all in multi, so, and not this one, because this is an event quest, and this is for, you know, the blue butterfly. The killer is looking for the blue butterfly spiral, and that's actually him. You can fight him here, so that's the event quest, so that's not the one you're interested in. And this one is for the wearable items, right? So this is for Hell Realm wearable items. So not any of these two. This is to enter the multiplayer, right? Here you can get, or it's 220. Here you can go quickly to the exchange place, actually. That's convenient. But it's probably going to be replaced because it's a part of the older GUI that just wasn't changed yet. Okay, so these are the quests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for all difficulties. They have this medal to show you that this is a reward. So these 5 are good quests to do to get those medals and get some lunar stones. And by doing them, if you were to do them, the rewards are also, you get both the multi-medal and you get the spiral medal, right? So you get two at the same time. But maybe not lunatic. For starters, maybe like expert is the right difficulty. They are not as hard as the hardest quest, but these are pretty hard actually. Maybe let's try like one. I know that Louis is... oh wait, or it's going to change my levels, maybe later. Or okay, fine. So let's try it, but I'm going to change my levels, so my realm. So I can change my realm anytime from this place here by just changing another one, right? So I want to be Hell Realm. It's asking me if I'm sure I would like to change to the Hell Realm, and I can just change back immediately. Or I can change to like Animal Realm immediately, and there's no cooldown. You can just change it anytime, at any point, just for one quest even. Okay, so let's try not to die. Right, for multi you get the more drop rates when more players are playing with you, so if you're like playing alone you don't get that much, but if you do it with two people that's better, and if you have a party of three then that's really good. Okay, I don't think this is going to be that easy. Whoops. Okay. Choco-chan is still strong. Alright, thank you, Choco-chan. Although I didn't get the 20 combo, which would have given me a 1.5 increase in the gold. I did the 10 combo, so that's 1.2 only. That's a bit unfortunate, but okay. Okay, so of course I got a rank up, because that's 900 even for the expert only. That's okay. Oh, so it dropped. I actually got a new art. I got some spiral models. Yeah, I'm not going to ask Choco to join me. I didn't get any more for the event, but I did get some items for event. This is for upgrading, this is for regalia upgrading, this is for boards, right, upgrading. These are the multi-metals, right, I can check how many I have by clicking either of those. So this is a normal reward and this is a host reward, so I was the host because I was the only player, right, so I always get the host reward. The host who is spending some AP is actually getting some more money from it, or rewards from it. These are the spiral, right, so 37, I need 500, that's quite a bit ahead, but okay. And I got one of the monster art drop, okay. And actually, because 97 is lower than twice the 58, so I didn't lose that much points now. Although this is still not recovering, so it's not ideal, but it's not too bad. Okay, so that was the spiral exchange place, and now that we have bought some wearable items, let's go back to the change wearable items and let's give Louis a better hat, maybe, or maybe not, because I don't have. All right. Okay, so I didn't gather the items. Okay, so all of my items are here. Let's take them all. Oh, let's actually... sorry, I'm going through coal because there used to be a metal exchange place here, but now it's in all of the exchange places are in the same place, but... wait, wrong. I did want to go to call because I want to use my tickets. So here you can have a normal call or air call, some other calls, and then you can have some tickets. So I'm going to use the tickets to maybe call another one of the four stars to help me. Maybe a better one that is an attacker, that has a big damage output. When this light shines, some good things might happen. Oh, Levi! Yes, okay, this is this is by far my, like, okay, I can't say he's my favorite character because Nero and Altair are my favorite characters, but Levi is the most hilarious one of all, and he's just so lovable. Okay, he has yeah, so big damage to enemies and then less damage to himself. He has a speed up for darkness characters, and the ability is actually a critical rate up, so he's more likely to bring a critical in. And then pinch power, so if he's dying or close to dying, he's going to be stronger. Yeah, so this is actually a good character, so I'm going to add him to my party. This is a very nice ability here. So when the self-healing, when you manage to make a proper guard, right? So guard against the enemy's attack, you heal a bit of the damage, or I think, or was it that when you attack, you heal some of your damage if you attack the enemy, something like that. Anyway, good. Oh, and I see I can summon a 3-star, so let's do that too, since the beginning of the game is the only moment when you need more characters to actually play before you have developed a team. Alright, so maybe later I will make a video on how to create a team that's going to work well with their leader skill and all of the skills, right? So you should have like 1 healer, 1 defender, 3 attackers, maybe 1 jammer in there. Or if you're higher level, you can have all attackers and 1 jammer and no healer. Alright, this is not a too bad character, but it's a first 3-star. What do we have here? Alright, 25 monsters in the catalog. And a new character, so we always get an exclamation mark for a new character to show us that, hey, there's something here. Okay, so now I've taken the items, so I can go back to giving my Louis a cap. Be this one. Aww. So cute. He could also wear this thing. Wear this? Oh, show me. Come out. Oh, he's so shy. Okay, or he could wear this. And if you would notice, this is actually smaller than what the normal size of this would be, so if I give him the moon, it's going to be just this super small one. Or this one is going to be super small, yes. Oh. Okay, it doesn't look too good if I give him too much stuff. So let's just leave him with the cup for now. Right, and to save... So to save, I have to click this. If I click this, this is to put off everything, get everything out, right? Clear out. So I would have to again give him a cap and save. If I were to click on back, this is back, go back, and then I would lose my changes, right? Okay, so let's maybe give Oracle the pretty... Okay, so here the moon for Oracle is actually very good, very big, right? Or we could give her that. I guess she looks better with the moon. Okay, it looks like she's sitting on it. That's pretty nice. This. Aww, okay. So let's... okay. And if I were to take this cap for her, I could, but I would make Louis take this off, right? So, yeah, she could wear it, but then it would take it out from Louis. And if I click before saving again, it's again on Louis, right? So I don't have to go back to Louis and put it on him again. I can just try it out, right? Yes, take it off Louis. I don't really like it. I can just click and it's back on Louis, and I can save with just only those 2 items. Okay, let's see. The only decent units I have is Louis and this Oracle. I know. Let's evolve something. So Black Bear Kurokuma here, she can evolve. If I were to upgrade her skill, I think it's going to stay, but anyway, let's first evolve her. Right, so the left one was for upgrading, and this is for evolving, but unfortunately I don't have enough materials, so I only have 1 of these, and I need like 7 and 0. These I need 14 and 4 and 2. But it's not too bad because we can still get those materials, and we actually will. Maybe let's upgrade Levy first. Oh, not much here. No, it's I think it's going to be fine. 52 is not bad level. Okay. So we have Levy on level 52, sorry. Let's change our party. Let's take out the... although she's really good because she's stunning enemies, but for now maybe let's take Levy-chan, and what else? Oh, right, and I get some medals for... sorry, lunar stones for upgrading Levy to level 30. He needs 8 more levels to get to 60, right? So I'm not getting the free lunar stones one, but I'm close. Okay, and let's go to quests and training grounds, and I want to go this time here. This is these all are evolution materials, right? So Black Bear is of darkness color. Darkness. Yeah. So let's say I would like to do a darkness one with Choco. These quests are fairly easy, so I hope I won't have too much trouble finishing them. We shall see. Alright, so these are the units. Ah, you're right, and we don't need to overkill them too much. And because there's a campaign going on of that when you well, there's double drop in those training grounds, so now is a really good time to play with them. Also, as you can see, not only did they wear the items in the room, they're also wearing them during the battle, right? So we can have really a lot of fun with seeing how our characters look like during the battle with all the different close, and I was using Chocos for quite some time, and you might have noticed that every player is decorating their character differently. There are many versions. Okay, so Levi is really strong. I mean, he doesn't like to be called strong, but that's what he is. He's also adorable, absolutely. Okay, anyway, so you can make the characters look however you want them to. Yeah, so normally we would have gotten 1 of those, 6 of those, 5 of those, and 9 of those, but because we have done this quest when the rate is doubled, so we get double that. And if I were to upgrade a unit before evolving it, the level would be kept for the, I mean, let's say I would evolve. Alright. Okay, so maybe. Yeah, right, maybe let's evolve her first. But if I were to. Even if I were to upgrade her first and then evolve her, she would have the same level. I mean, the same level in comparison of what those materials would have given her if she was a 4-star, compared to what they would have given her if she was a 5-star. So as a 5-star, let's say she's like level 64 star, but as a 5-star, that's actually going to be only to level 54, because 5 stars require more materials. So you would need to add the additional materials to make her get to the same level. Anyway, let's evolve her first. So we had all the materials needed, right? We're evolving her. She gets a gradient on her hair, and she's now a 5-star, the same as our Oracle. Okay, so now that's really decent. That's a really decent defender we have here. We would like to maybe upgrade her skill a little. That would be good. Okay, for now let's upgrade by 1, not too hardcore. And you never get a big success or great success in this case. Right, so it goes by 5 every level, so the maximum is going to be 100, from 100 to 820. Okay, and I still want to upgrade her, so the next thing I'm going to do is go to the training grounds again. And now I'm really fortunate that I'm starting during the time when all of these are open and the rate is doubled, because normally it's not as easy to start. So I would really recommend, if you are going to start, to do it before the new year, maybe, if I'm going to even upload this video at that time. No, really, just start whenever you want to, or if you want to, or just enjoy this video if it's fun for you. And I'm probably going to make a 3rd video for doing the gacha when the New Year gacha is out, and that's going to be the end of the beginner's guide. Oh no, wait, and some story. see Levy's skill. It's so good. I guess we have to really rely on Choco-chan for this one. Didn't drop. That's not good. Okay, maybe let's do this one another time, just to make sure we have enough to evolve Kuma-chan. This was Labyrinth. She's also very strong. Okay, this is the red moon, so this is going to give us double the drops, probably. Possibly. But also the same way the enemies are stronger, so it's not always good. See, the update of the spheres, they are kind of hard to click, and sometimes they appear to have been clicked but don't really click, and they sometimes even like get you have to click them again to really make them pressed. I don't know why this happens, but it's a bit troubling. Oh, seriously, Haru? Oh, there's more. Okay. Yes, give me speed. Speed. No, sorry. That was a bad idea. Okay, good job, Levy. See, I told you. So. Okay, let's try upgrading Kuma-chan and Levy, and then let's try the main story again with a better party this time. So I want to upgrade unit, but I can also do it from the unit choosing place, and I want to. Yeah, let's go with 4 for starters. Yes, big success. 62. Okay, can do this. Yes, big success. 68 still needs more. Oh well, so I guess we're not upgrading Levy today. Right, so let's see. Black Bear has Kurakuma has level 69, right? So for a 5-star, normally we would need level 70 to get the last 3 lunar stones from the rewards, right? Because for 5 stars that's for level 10, level 35 and level 70. But Black Bear. She used to be... Okay, so this is for doing... succeeding at doing 100 guards altogether. But for Black Bear, she used to be a level 4, so her missions are... she used to be a 4-star unit, so her missions are actually 10, 30 and 60, the same as for the 4-star level, even though right now she's a 5-star level. Okay, so we got all rewards from her, even though we didn't finish her level up. We didn't level up her to the maximum level, but that's okay. Let's just do the second mission of the main story to show you a bit more of the plot. And we're going to start with the easiest difficulty, and we're just in case going to go with Choco to make sure that we can actually live through this. Let's see, now our characters are pretty decent. I mean, sure, it's still Oracle on no awakening, and only Louis is decently strong, but it's alright. Levi has pretty decent damage output because of the critical rate. Haru is not good still. He's still in training, you know, the period in training. I hope to upgrade his boards to make him actually decent, because he's really strong. He's really weak as a 3-star. And I hope that the Black Bear is going to be stronger now that she's a 5-star and is level 69. Okay, never mind the level. Yeah, as expected of the Cayman hot springs, the hot water is so nice. Please do your work, seriously. Why did we come here for the mission? In the times when you need to work hard, you work hard, but when you play, you play. Isn't it the time to work hard? There's a good hot spring in front of you. If you were to die of a spiral before going to the hot springs, wouldn't it be a big waste to not go to the hot springs? Please don't say such ominous things. Well then, it appears that even in a place such as this, lately the spirals have been increasing. The number of spirals have been increasing. The mission this time is to provide the safety of the hot springs from the spirals. Yes, I will work very hard to fulfill this mission. This is a nice answer. Good. So then, should we start a patrol at the area? Yes. But still... It's such a waste that a person who's working so hard is still in training. Don't you think that Erika is too harsh on you? No. Okay, so Haru was breathing heavily, so... Haru, I've been wondering, what's that big luggage you're wearing with you? You're carrying with you? Are you going to walk out on a long journey from now on, maybe? So you see, First, I brought a map and a compass, then something to change into, and food. Wow! I see. Oh, but none of the items you've just listed is inside it. Are they? It seems that the only thing that's inside are sweets. Harry, you must love sweets.
Yeah.
No. This must be the work of Choco. She loves sweets. She must have put them all into the package and get everything else out. Oh. Well, it's alright, but it's going to be a bit in the way of the work this time. The work? The work as a period. Well, if you speak of the work as a period, there's only one thing. Gra! So those are the spirals. We have to cleanse the spirals, of course. Wow. Let's go. It's an exciting and fast heart beating at a new period. First work time. the time for the first work of the new period. Okay, so at the beginning of the story, the quests are actually connected to the story. So when the story stops for the battle, there's usually also a battle inside of the story. Sorry if my translations are not good. I didn't prepare well for this, and when I was translating this last time, it was 3 years ago, so I don't remember it too well. Wah! Says Haru. There. Please calm down, Haru-kun. It's alright. This is an enemy we can properly defeat, don't worry. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, still, even if they're really weak, we can't just let our guard down, because we could get injured. So let's focus on the battle. Yes. Okay, so this is the battle we already did a bunch of times. Nothing new here. And the enemies in the first quests, if you choose the standard difficulty, are rather easy to defeat. So for the batting enemies, each time they're bat, I mean there are a lot of enemies like this in this game, and each time their bat is shining, this is the moment when you should press the button, because this is just before they attack, and this will make it so that you get the timing perfectly to fit the attack of the enemy, so you get the guard right. Which was important before the hold option. Right now it's not that important. Okay, so we got regalia because I've selected in the options that I'm selling all of the grey regalias, this one is already automatically sold. If it were that I really want this regalia, I could click on it to make it not be sold. Okay. I don't know, I can cancel the selling here actually. Okay, so I could click here, and now it's not sold. Now it gets into my inventory. But now that's all that means is that now I have to sell it manually. And we need another strong ally. This is Nero, so maybe let's choose Nero, but this is the Yukata version, so it's not quite the Pucci version. He's not as small as a Pucci character, he's smaller because this is a younger Nero. So let's go with him. because this is water. I mean, the fire is the main element, so we want to something to defeat the fire, so that's water. Alright, so first of all, well done. Thank you so much. You actually did there better than I thought. Not bad. And you defeated the spiral with a normal weapon. Oh, that's weird. It's amazing what Andante people are capable of, or what advantages the Andante people have. Okay, so I can explain this already. Haru comes from the special village Andante, from where all of the periods originally came from, and they have a special power of cleaning those spirals without any weapons. So the weapons are regalia, right? And normal periods like Campanella, for example, or Erika, they need special weapons, regalia, that help them to defeat the spirals. But Haru, he's special and he doesn't need the regalia. Also, he has the special skill that when he defeats an art, he can actually get the egg from an art to drop. If he defeats a spiral, he can have a spiral egg to drop, and then art is born from that. So arts are what cleans souls of spirals that don't want to leave yet and want to continue the journey with Haru are. They are arts, the same as artwork, so arts. This is a bit confusing, but that's just the way they call it. Okay, so Haru is a special person from Andante village, the same as Choco-chan, his childhood friend, and one other character, Jiret, his adopted older brother, kind of older brother. Haru is perplexed. Oh, so you don't even know that much? Huh, how weird. What's that? Please look closely at my weapon. Here. Oh, here. There's a special stone, thing that looks like a precious stone inside the weapon, right? Can you see it? Yes, it's very pretty. This is called regalia. Normal people, even if people who are not periods, even if they defeat a spiral, the spiral that was defeated, it's when the time passes, it's going to come back revived. It's not going to disappear at all. It's going to come back and then go back. That's why the periods cleans the spirals, so that they won't come back again once again the next time, so that they don't revive. So only periods have this skill. Normal people, even if they were to defeat a spiral, the spiral would just revive without problems. There is no escape from the endless spiral of despair in this world. That's what I think. But then there's a problem, Haru-kun. Why is it that only periods can cleanse spirals? Could it be because of those regalia? Yes, that's true. The regalia has an effect of cleansing that thing that made the person but that makes the spiral into a spiral on itself. So the despair, it cleanses the despair in the spiral, which allows them to move on. That's why only periods can defeat spirals. Do you understand? Yes, somewhat. But it's weird. I never had a weapon with a regalia before. that's right! That's where the blood from the Andante village comes into. It's actually special. People from Andante, they can cleanse spirals even with normal weapons. At least that's what they say. In other words, you, Haru, who came from Andante village, the origin place for all periods, you are actually this genius for a period. You could say that. I'm a genius? That's impossible. It's true I came from the Andante village, but I've always been the worst of the sort. I've been an outcast. Okay, so again spiral stack. Oh no, more spirals are coming. There's no time to be having your head in clouds, or Erika-san is going to shoot some lightings at us in her anger. Let's hurry up a bit, Haru. Yes, Campanella-san. Okay, the second battle, and let's... yeah. So there's a considerable difference in the damage output for Nero compared to other characters. The maximum amount of spirals in one wave is 5. Oh, I could have shown his skill. Ah, sorry. Oh well. You will have to find him on your own and check his skill next time. So we got a little red screw for upgrading fire units this time. And we're really close to getting another level up, but okay. I was hoping we would get to the part where he meets Miyu, because that's a really interesting part, but I guess if we can't, we'll just stop at this chapter for today. I wonder where all those spirals came from. From around here. The people who have lost their life while being in despair, they get turned into spirals. You know this, right, Haru?
Hi.
Yes. I suppose most of them must have gathered from other places, but maybe there's a place close to the Kaiman hot spring where... No way! There's a place where people die close to here? It's not only people, you know. If some... the same as people, if animals die in despair, there's no difference. Anyway, what I'm saying is that there's a possibility that such a place is around here if so many spirals are gathering around. That's so sad. It's so awful. Why in such a pretty place? Why in such a place? Well. Is D? Please don't use. Oh right. So please don't use such a loud voice. Didn't you know that the human voice, actually brings spirals to them? I mean, so if you scream loudly, the spirals are going to gather. I'm sorry. But then again, Haru has become pretty strong right now. Don't you think? I suppose you could imagine for what reasons the spirals could have gathered around here. I heard that you're pretty powerful for a 14-year-old boy, but I didn't think it would be this much. No. I'm not sure if this is actually the power or imagination, so sorry. Anyway, I don't have that much power, or I don't have that much imagination. This is a hot spring, so when we are here, what kind of thoughts come to your mind? Would you tell Onesan? What thoughts I have? Well, let's put away what thoughts you have for now. Anyway, I think it's right for periods to attack spirals with swords. There must be a reason for that many spirals too. But still, please remember at least this. Regardless of how many victims or spirals there are, the fact that there are spirals means that there was something sad happening here. So to cleanse the sorrow of those tormented souls and seal their sorrow away, this is the work of us spirits, isn't it? Okay, and again another wave of spirals attacks. and another rank. We got an emblem for upgrading Blood Realm units. Okay, and now we're going to work together with Campanella, so they're giving us only one option for the helper, so we're going to choose Campanella as our helper to defeat the spirals this time. Okay, so Kara just worked hard. Oh no, it seems we had to... Oh, it appears it has run away. We couldn't catch it. Maybe to Haru right now, this could be too hard of a challenge after all. Should we give up and go back for today? What would happen if we just leave that spiral be? Well, the people are going to suffer, probably. That's what spirals do. It's around the world. There's a lot of sadness happening. It's obvious, but it's true. That can't be. I won't allow it. Haru-kun, please forgive me, but I won't give up. If I were to give up now, then in the end, I wouldn't have changed at all from what I was. That's when I'm definitely going to regret it. As expected of Haru-kun, the one that got up 38 times after being beaten down. I understood. Let's clear it up properly. Hi. Yes. Okay, so this shows that Haru is really hardworking and he never gives up. He really cares about all the people and wants to help them. He's just really weak at the moment, like really weak. Well then, this fight. This fight, Campanella-san shall help you a bit. Are you sure? For the cute Kohai, so for the cute senior and the younger character. Well, anyway, I shall guide you, right? I'm going to put you on the lookout, so good luck with that, Haru. Yes. Okay, so Campanella says she's going to be the main force, but I guess we're probably going to be fine even without her. Okay, and this has not 3 waves, but 4 waves. This spiral, it's much stronger than the guys before. It seems it's going to be a tough battle. Can you do it? Yes. Ah, damn. So you can. Even though you're just in training period, you're still a boy, huh? Please be careful. It's different than the small fry spirals from before. Ah! I said no because I wanted to hit 50 combo, but it's fine. It's still not a not a hard quest. We really did manage to defeat it. But if I were alone, I wouldn't have been able to. It's all thanks to you, Campanella-san. Well, I'm the senpai, am I not? Rather than that, it's my duty to protect the cute kohai. Today, on this mission, I realized that, after all, I'm still an outsider and no good from my village. It's still true. Haru-kun. But I want to become stronger. Become stronger and protect the people that are important for me. Or the person that's important to me. When I saw and when I looked at you, Campanella-san, that's what I thought. That's why, until that happens, I'm going to lean on you, senpai. I'm going to hope that you support me, senpai. Campanella-san. Well, how could it be that a boy says that he's going to be leaning on me? Isn't it normally the other way around? Isn't it? Yes. Well, it can't be helped. This great senpai that can always be relied on is going to be your power from now on, my little kohai-kun. Hi. Yes. Basha basha. This sound. Could it be a spiral? I'm going to check it for a little. Ah, so there was another one, huh? Haru-kun is really a hard worker, isn't he? Ah, but from that direction, that's clearly... Oh, would that... is that alright? I was dispatched to the old capital, but I didn't know there was a place this nice, a hot spring this nice near Hopeless. It's not so bad. It's so wide and it's warm. It feels great. What is that? A spiral? So you're going to be in the way of my entrance. Of my going into the hot spring. You have some guts. come wherever you want to. Wait. It's not a spiral. Yeah. Right, so Haru just basically he splashed into Riza, who was having a hot spring bath. And Riza is another character from the... Okay, she's going to be introduced in a moment, so... So, how was it? The boy that's in training? He's so weak, but he's a kind person. He's a kind boy. I wonder why he wants to be a period of all things. Well, when I look at your face, I think you're not such a bad matchup with him at all. Do I look like I'm in a good condition? You do. Did something happen? He told me that he's going to be relying on me. It's the first time someone told me that I'm being needed by them. I just thought it's not bad to be relied on like that. Isn't that right? I'm home. Oh. It was such a pain. Haru, you stink. Yeah, welcome home. Couldn't you have said something like that? Or like, good work. Don't you have any nice words for me? I mean, it was my first job. But still, I'm really dirty from falling to the hot spring. I smell something, says Choco. How awful. How cruel of you. You say I stink and I managed to get the special Hopman from Hopeless, the super popular souvenir for eating. And I wanted to give it to you. Welcome home. Good work. You only think about food, don't you? I'm at my limit. Nom nom nom. Delicious. One more. You eat too much, I say. How many did you think were inside that?
Choco.
Hey, so Choco. These missions are really hard, but everyone is so kind. I'm glad I came to Hopeless. So, from now on let's do our best together, okay? Yes. This way, I finished my first job as a period. In the bed, I thought, from now on, in here, together with Choco, we're going to work hard. Soon I'm going to become self-sustainable or a strong person. and I'm going to get a body that can protect others. I'm going to become an adult that can protect someone. That's why please wait for me. Until then, Choco. End of chapter. Sorry, end of area 1. Okay, and I think we're going to finish here for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you were enjoying this and have fun with last period. This is quest, clear 25 quests, and these are for 1 lunar stone each. Those are for clearing each quest area, right? So for each quest of the main story you get 1 lunar stone, then for each quest you get I think 3, and then like 5 in the, I think starting with the 8 for 10 for 12 chapters, something like that. So at the end you get a massive amounts of lunar stones for clearing the story. And we're at rank 10, we can get another round of rewards from the event. These are the rewards that were in there, right? And we get some normal rewards and the story that I'm going to skip because those event stories are actually pretty long. That being said, the quests, the main story stories are also quite long. It's just that from at the start they are not that long, but later they become really quite long, quite fascinating. The story is pretty good. If you can read Japanese, I really recommend trying this out for yourself. I'm probably not going to translate the whole story because that's a lot of stories, but enjoy and have fun. Good luck!